Welcome to Off the Grid with Skantar. For our season finale, we're going to show you some highlights of our season, and I'm going to read this Birches by Robert Frost. I'd like to thank my friend Allison for turning me on to Robert Frost. He is a real nature boy, and I like that very much. So I'm going to read this, and we'll show you some of our scenes. Birches by Robert Frost. When I see birches bend to left and right across the line of straighter, darker trees, I like to think some boy's been swinging them. But swinging them doesn't bend them down to stay as ice storms do. Often you must have seen them, loaded with ice a sunny winter morning after a rain. They click upon themselves as a breeze rises and turn many-colored as the stir cracks and crazes their enamel. Soon the sun's warmth makes them shed crystal shells, shattering and avalanching on the snow crust. Such heaps of broken to sweep away, you'd think the inner dome of heaven had fallen. They are dragged to the withered bracken by the load, and they seem not to break, though once they are bowed so low for long, they never right themselves. You may see their trunks arching in the woods years afterwards, trailing their leaves on the ground, like girls on hands and knees that throw their hair before them over their heads to dry in the sun. But I was going to say, when truth broke in with all her matter-of-fact about the ice storm, I should prefer to have some boy bend them as he went out and in to fetch the cows, some boy too far from town to learn baseball, whose only play was what he found himself, summer or winter, and could play alone. One by one he subdued his father's trees by riding them down over and over again until he took the stiffness out of them, and not but one hung limp. Not one was left for him to conquer. He learned all there was to learn about not launching out too soon, and so not carrying the tree away clear to the ground. He always kept his poise to the top branches, climbing carefully with the same pains you use to fill a cup up to the brim, and even above the brim. Then he flung outward, feet first with a swish, kicking his way down through the air to the ground. So was I once myself a swinger of birches, and so I dream of going back to be. It's when I'm weary of considerations and life is too much like a pathless wood, where your face burns and tickles with cobwebs broken across it, and one eye is weeping from a twig's having lashed across it open. I'd like to get away from earth a while and then come back to it and begin over. May no fate willfully misunderstand me and half grant what I wish and snatch me away not to return. Earth's the right place for love. I don't know where it's likely to go better. I'd like to go by climbing a birch tree and climb black branches up a snow-white trunk toward heaven till the tree could bear no more, but dip its top and set me down again. That would be good both going and coming back. One could do worse than be a swinger of birches.
I don't always watch YouTube, but when I do, I watch Off the Grid with Skantar.
And we're going to pull out a can of whoop-ass and spray it all over ignorance. And we're going to pull out a can of whoop-ass and spray it all over ignorance. Or we could like short circuit the car battery and put a wrench across the two terminals, and we could expend all of our potential all at once. That's your voltage lesson for the day. Hey, this is Skantar. I really enjoyed the visit to Lynn Run with the NQ, and we're going to leave y'all with a surreal little scene here in a surreal poem by Edgar Allan Poe called A Dream Within a Dream. Take this kiss upon the brow, and in parting from you now, thus much let me avow, you are not wrong who deem that my days have been a dream. For if hope is gone and flies away, in a minute or a day, in a vision or in none, is it therefore the less gone? What if all we see or seem is but a dream within a dream? I stand amid the roar of a surf's tormented shore, and I hold within my hand grains of the golden sand. How few, yet how they creep through my fingers to the deep, while I weep, while I weep. Oh God, can I not grasp them with a tighter clasp? Oh God, can I not save one from the pitiless wave? All we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. My life in books, written pages, lived in love from fools and from sages. No, it's true. All these things come back to you. Sing with me, sing for the years, sing for the life. Sing for today, say whatever you want today, maybe tomorrow, good Lord, take tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, good Lord, to take you away. I hope you learned just a little bit about electricity, and you got to remember that the more you learn about electricity, the more you find out you don't know. There's a wealth of knowledge to absorb, and I would encourage you to be very thirsty and go after it. We're going to show you some highlights. There's the head check from the season earlier. Dylan Smith, the late 24-year-old, and there's our molecular theory. There's the red lion and various logos that we've conjured up, but my favorite's the one that has a shadow on the back. And I'd like to thank Allison Burkholder for Birches, and I'd like to thank Curtis Burkholder for the music that I used, and I'd like to thank Jacqueline for being our encouragement and giving us comments and constructive criticism. And I'm still off the grid. I'm making my own juice, and there's never a problem there. You know, I'm more worried about you guys having a power failure than me. So thank you for watching this year, and we're going to take some long time off and think about how we're going to come back. And we're going to come back to the time capsule, and hopefully the Pens are going to win, because now there's some modicum of excitement, because you know what? The Senators kicked our ass last time out, so hey, you know, we got to do a shot to Senators. Here's for, you know, giving us a good game. You know, we like a good fight. That's a Texas-sized shot of Jim Beam Rye to close out the year. And when you watch a show, when I do a shot, you should do one too. Have a fine year, and peace.